Well, hello, everyone. Roll the intro. And J-Man running it late again.
Technically, I was 7 seconds early.
7 seconds.
Running late.
Oh my God, we're getting sued.
Yeah, you forgot to mute. The mics didn't get muted because I heard dark.
Yeah, I heard dark.
Yeah,
That's the only one that wasn't muted was dark. The rest of
them
were. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
I was trying to catch the promo right at the right time, but didn't have
Here,
Yeah. All I hear is your turn signal.
Well, how is everyone?
Oh, is that what
tonight?
that is?
Yeah.
Sounds like a porno film.
hello, everyone. Welcome to the chaos, idiotic side of the unaffiliated. All right.
Yeah.
Before we get started,
I was going to say, pay no attention
Wanna
to what's
say-
going at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, that's right.
Go ahead,
say,
Dark. What?
how's everyone doing? Rob, how you doing, man? You doing good?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good.
How about you, Randy?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. I got back from the doctor, and he says, "Your tits, man, you're doing good." And I'm first time in 7 years, so I'm like, "Hey,
What the fuck
it's
you mean
party
you got
time. Let's go
tits?
get a milkshake." No,
What the fuck you mean, Randy?
Let's go
You got
screw it
tits?
up.
What are you hiding out on us?
What, Rob?
So what do you mean you got tits? You
So,
hiding
J-Man,
out?
how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I woke up on this side of the dirt this morning, so I figured that's
That's
pretty
always good.
Yeah, that is. It's
I haven't had to.
Well, hello, everyone out there. As you can tell, I'm kind of leading the little front here on our topic and everything. As y'all know, dealing with my bike, I had to do a rebuild and stuff, and it got me down to the list of the additives and everything. And should we be putting additives in our bikes or not? After a bunch of research, I shared a bunch of links with the guys. Of course, Kevin Baxter did his. Doc Harley, if you're on here,
Hey, Don.
why don't you join us on this topic? And give us your side of it all.
Hey, Doc. Come on up. Come on in.
Up the link. Hold on.
As of right now, as usual, I can't read the comments, and because of what I do.
Everybody's just saying hi.
Let me get that beeping off. So I'm gonna put this little disclaimer out here. We're just a bunch of idiots that don't really know much and everything, but we love to address the topic, and it's all our opinions, opinions only. Don't take our word for it. Go find and do your own research. And fuck
Some
off.
more than others.
Yeah,
Some
right.
more than others.
We're here for fun. We don't care about if it's true or not.
That's that Doc.
Join the crowd.
Yeah, Doc's coming on.
You'll join
He
some.
said send him a link. I put it out there. Hey,
Let's
Greg
get a
probably
guy
had
on here
something to
that
say about
knows.
engine additives too, Greg does that diesel mechanics, and they put a lot of additives in their shit.
Oh, yeah, man.
What's happening, Doc?
What's going on? Oh, my
Doc
camera's on.
Holly.
I turn my
Hey,
camera
Doc.
on. What's wrong with me?
I don't know.
You're black, Holmes.
You no
You're
picture.
awful black.
Camera ain't like, hey, there he
Hey,
is.
all right.
Damn it, he scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I'm all discombobulated. I was in the OR working tonight when I got home. Crashed for about half hour fixing the Spaceball, and that's all set, ready to go before you're live. And I had to eat dinner, and I think I haven't done yet. Shower.
Right.
That's later.
Even bunch
But anyway, Doc, glad you were able to join us on this topic and stuff. And as you probably heard, my bike is finally fixed. But I sent you the picture a while back showing what my heads look like. Freaking carved up to the hilt and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, come to find out, as this process was going on, I was like, okay, I put some additives over the winter months and stuff to prevent some of those things. I rerouted my breathers, which you brought up on the subject and everything, that I did that last year. There's some things, and the other part I'm trying to address is the heat. Well, I learned a lot in the past week and a half. Um, Went back to Kevin Baxter and watched his video on oil. Went
Yep.
to Fastlane Jr., who actually created a good bit of the additives out there, along with the oil science, with the Scientology and stuff like that.
There
So,
is
in essence, there.
Everybody wants to watch that video. Go
So,
ahead.
in that essence of it all, I have learned: don't push any shit in your oil. It's already formulated.
Yep.
And
They
the oil.
now
and not the fuel.
Fastlane Junior does recommend it because U.S. does not, which I haul gasoline. You see all the signs out there from Exxon Mobil to all these gas stations. It burns cleaner and Bill. We'll put it this way. Right now, I'm at a BP place right now to fuel all the BP, and along with other smaller gas stations. Then there's another place I go to. It's called LHT. It's Lehigh something. I'm not going to get the full name of it, but all the sheets they all pull from that deal. And it's mostly all the different accounts. Their blends are a little bit different each one. Now, say for instance, I get Exxon gas over here. I can go down to Florida and the blend will be different.
Yes.
And it's all dealing with the temperatures and the moisture and humidity and helps the car burn and everything. Now, it is recommended to put a detergent, a little bit more detergent into the fuel because in the U.S. it's not that much detergent in it. So what I gather is the seafoam shit don't fucking work. Along with some other stuff we're dealing with this ethanol. Octane
Lucas.
boosters don't really work. Those little tiny bottles.
Yeah.
What it boils down to is about money.
Yeah.
And to draw you in. And can also learn that it's only 3 companies that make the additives in the whole world.
Wow.
Yeah, well, it's up to the individual companies that make the oil to put what percentages of the additives that they do in their oil.
Are we talking about additives in the oil or additives in the fuel?
Well,
I added on both ends. I mean, I used to put Lucas oil into my oil, and
Snake oil.
put an oil stabilizer and stuff. Come to find out, I could have been doing more harm than good.
Lucas and snake oil. That's my opinion. I never
Yeah.
used
There you
it.
go.
I never believed in it. I built
Right.
race cars. I had believe it or not, I had a 225 horsepower Miata stock. They're 89 horse. I never used any oil additives in that. I would just
definitely
use
not.
redline oil in it. On Spaceball, which is stock-ish,
What's it?
I don't use any fuel oil additives in it. I do add the ex-girlfriend fuel scent deodorizer to put in your tank to make it smell like a stripper.
Wow.
It's called ex-girlfriend, and I buy them from Amsoil Adam.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
And as far as other additives, I'm a firm believer of fuel stabilizer for long storage, especially here when you have ethanol gas. That ethanol will separate, believe it or not, within a week from the regular
Wow.
fuel. So
Wow. I
that
didn't know that.
stabilizer helps keep it from separating.
Right.
Which brings up a good point, Dark Soul. I've been running Spaceball now for about 4,000 miles. I think I'll run a bore scope down there and take a look at the top of my pistons.
Yeah. I mean, I've done 152 miles now on the new build. So I did go by and finally got the itemized what they did, broke down. I wanted a detail broke down what was replaced and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking on there, and this is something I wanted to bring up with you since you're on here. Harley just puts oil in all 3 compartments. and to me, your transmission and your differential should have gear oil in it. Am I wrong?
No, you're not, because you know what? A lot of people who are smarter than me and you, I hate to say it, who are chemical engineers, right? And
Right.
they come up with the formula that works for transmissions, that works for primaries, because the stiction zone that you need for your clutch, 2050 will suffice, but it's not going to be as good as a primary oil that's made for your primary. And that's what I
Yeah.
use. And I use AMSOIL. I'm an AMSOIL dealer. I don't hide it from anybody. That's what I use, and that's what I believe in. If I didn't believe
like
I believe in it too.
So I use the AMSOIL primary in the primary. I use the AMSOIL transmission in the transmission, and I use the 2050 in the motor.
Right.
And I don't add any additives to anything.
Right.
And I change them every 5,000 miles. Even though Harley says you could
But-
go 10,000 on the transmission, 7,500 on the primary.
Right.
That's too much math to keep writing down and keeping track of everything.
All
If
at
you do it
different times.
5,000
Yeah.
miles, who cares? You're talking 2 extra quarts of oil.
Yeah. Just dump them
But
and put them on.
you answered that question perfectly and everything, because what they put in 2050 in all 3 compartments, and
I
I
would
just
drain
about
it.
flipped.
I would
I
drain
about
it.
flipped.
I don't blame you. And the only reason why they do that is they buy the 2050 in bulk, whether it's a 55-gallon drum or a 275-gallon tote. So they buy it, each quart costs less and less the larger volume you buy it in. So when I open in a commercial location, I'm going to buy 2050 and the 275-gallon tote, but I'm not going to put 2050 in all 3 holes. It's just not, I just won't do it. I just can't.
Yeah.
It would go against my grain of my soul to do that to somebody and to somebody's motorcycle. If I won't do it to mine, I definitely won't do it to somebody else's.
Well, that's the deal. Jay, he was the lead mechanic. I asked him to come out because the service manager wasn't there. He was off doing something else. And I asked Jay. I say, "Did you put gear oil in my transmission?" And he goes, "No, I just put in whatever they gave me." I said, "Jay, you're supposed to be the lead mechanic, man.
Whatever.
So you guys are going to take whatever they give you to put in it."
Oh boy.
Yeah, I kind of got to go a little.
See,
Yeah,
to me, that's
yes.
he's not a technician. He's I shut up and do as I'm told.
Yeah.
Because a true technician will sit there and say, "Hey, this is not right." It's like they'd say, "Hey, reuse those gaskets because they only been on the bike for 2,500 miles. There's nothing wrong with them. Just reuse the gaskets."
Right.
I don't care if the gasket's been on there for 0 runtime. If it was torqued, you remove that component, throw the gasket away, put a new one on. That's just me. Same thing with the O-rings. I do not reuse O-rings, period.
But same thing when you do your differential, you change out the gaskets and everything for your little drain plug and your gasket for your differential. I change it every time.
Yep.
I'll have to dig out my receipt there and see what they put in mine when they did my 1,000-mile, because I did the 5,000-mile service, and I actually did the transmission and the engine at the same time. So I put transmission fluid in the transmission and engine oil in the engine. So yeah.
That's smart.
But they were Harley.
Yeah, it doesn't matter as long as it's engineered.
Right, it was Harley brand.
I've reused primary gaskets. If you got the high dollar, it's copper, and you can actually warm it up and with a little torch, and then throw it right back on there and tighten her down. Man, it works. I've never had a leak.
Yeah, but nobody buys really
the high dollar.
buy the copper gaskets. I don't.
Right.
Granted,
it's $50 for that gasket.
Better at sealing and everything, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to spend that. I mean, the primary gasket we bought today for Spaceball because I had a leak coming from inside the primary and I had to pull the primary outer primary out. That's been on for 3,000 miles, and it's ridden very spiritedly. So, I threw it away. That primary gasket from Harley, it's $53.
Yeah, same with this one. That's quite a few years ago, but it was 50 something bucks.
Yeah. Now at the price of copper, it's probably a lot
Yeah,
more than that. It's probably about
might be
75
80,
dollars.
100. Who knows?
Yeah.
I kind of like it because
So
I can replace it, but I never have to get in there very often. So
What
Right.
kind of differential? A trike? That's what Hellfire said.
but like I was saying, our topic is basically about additives and stuff like that. And what I learned here lately is the only additive you really need to put in is in your gas, and it has to be a detergent type base and stuff.
Yep.
And
I try and find ethanol free gas here in Connecticut, and it's hard.
I got 2 stations here in my town that have ethanol, free, and I go hit it.
Yep.
And octane boosters, not worth it. It's not. They're not. Those little tiny balls are not even worth it. And everything.
right,
If you want to put a little bit higher octane, and everything, the only time you should do it is if you go to the racetrack and get the recent fuel, the
right.
108.
Get the 100
Well,
proof.
now,
The
Well, I
100.
on
can
the
tell you,
defense, defense of the octane boosters, if you have water in your gas and you know you've got water in your gas and you put octane booster in there, it will help.
No.
well, I could tell you from personal experience. Now, I put octane booster in the tank in the springtime when I take the bikes out of winter storage because it's going to lose octane over time.
Right.
Yeah.
Both my bikes are dyno tuned with fresh gas. So it's tuned for that octane. So I put an octane booster in there in the spring. And I also did an experiment with Spaceball when I had Dr. Dino tuna for me. We ran half a tank of gas without any octane booster. And I took it, filled it up, and I threw some octane booster in it. I threw it in there again. With the octane booster, was able to add more timing, which then again gave me more power without detonation or pre-ignition.
But did
So
you check
In the
your
old
plugs?
days,
Did you check your
in the
plugs
old days, they would
afterwards?
sell you one.
Oh yeah, my
little
plugs are
booster.
fine, but I'm so anal. I change my spark plugs on my bikes every 10,000 miles.
Oh wow.
Well, I was trying. Well, the reason is their thing because I came across a couple of videos saying after they did the octane booster, it left the film on their, on their head and on their, spark
Right.
plugs and stuff like that.
I don't run it all the time.
Yeah.
No, if the bike's been sitting for extended period of time, like when I go to Daytona, Florida, right? The fuel that's in that tank has been sitting basically January and February and parts of December for about 2 to 2.5 months. So when I go down to Daytona, when I get there, I throw a little octane booster in there and I ride the bike. And that's it for a while. And I don't add any more octane booster in there until when I go to put the bike away in the wintertime.
Grizz is asking, what about jet fuel as an additive? Well, that's that racing fuel, that 108 racing fuel.
It's actually 100 low lead, which is actually not jet fuel because jet fuel is actually
Right.
clean diesel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which would
It's
be
got
considered-
kerosene base in it.
Right.
I
It's
use
it's a
110
JP8
racing.
or a JP4, which is jet fuel, which is a clean diesel with kerosene in it. But the 100 low lead, it's a 100 octane, and it has some lead into it, and that's for the air-cooled single twin engine planes. You can run it, but you will destroy your O2 sensors, and you will leave lead deposits inside your combustion chamber,
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
which could lead to future detonation pre-ignition.
Yeah, and future costs like the
Motor
$100, yeah.
that would be my luck.
The other reason I was bringing this subject up was, Doc, back on a while back on your show, I asked you a question, was how can I get better fuel mileage out of my engine? Well, come to find out, the reason why my getting crappy fuel mileage was due to the fact that all that fucking carbon buildup.
Yep.
Wow.
So it's just the new pistons and everything. Like I said, I just did 152 miles. I had burned just over little almost 3/4 of tank. I mean, I'm not 3/4. I burned over a little over a quarter of a tank already. And it's saying I still got 180 miles left to go.
And you'll see that
So
decrease as the fuel goes down.
yeah, and so I'm back up to where I should get 260 miles out of this tank.
Nice.
Where before I was only getting 200 miles. About like you
Yeah.
said,
Man,
I
that
will
thing
see.
lies to you so bad. I never get the mileage it tells me I'm going to get. Never.
Hey,
Me neither.
that's
I
I'm
wish I
always
could
like
get.
that.
such a trip. It also goes how you ride, man. I mean, if you don't
Right.
sit there and gun the fuck out of it, yeah, you're gonna chew through it.
I do
get
ride
right
80 mile
through
an
it,
hour anywhere I go anymore.
I wish I could get 200 miles out of a tank out of my road glide, but
I think
it's
I got 150 last time because I'm always right.
on my Softail. I was just talking to Big Mike 135 on the phone, and I was telling him, yeah, it's on a good day, I get about 110 miles out of a tank of gas out of 4.5 gallons. On a good time, that's extending the mileage. But when I'm on the throttle and I'm spirited riding, which is
That's what I do. I
96%
just
of
take
the
off
time on
fast
that
and
bike,
I'm hauling
I'm
ass,
getting
man. I'm
80
doing
miles
90
to
before you know it.
4.5 gallons.
Yeah.
Yep, goes right through it.
So when you're talking performance builds,
Here, fix me
of
some
any
ice cream.
kind, if you're worried about fuel economy, then you shouldn't be worrying about doing a
That's
camshaft.
I
very true.
I had my opportunity, man. I had an opportunity. Offered it to me to do the upgrade and make it a 135, and I turned it down. I said put it back as a 117, and yeah, basically back to factory, what the factory specs are and stuff, and go for it. Now, I might take your suggestion on that and get the fuel the fuel uh like the power commander or something like that to get it to adjust that way. Uh, that's on your website, so I'll be looking into that
You talk
maybe
about
down
the
the road,
throttle
right?
tuner. You talk about the
Yeah, the
throttle
throttle
tuner.
too.
Hold
Yeah.
off on that because there's a new one coming out. It's going to be
Oh,
released soon. From the same guy who sent me the Turry Fast throttle tuner. He actually developed
okay.
his own, and the software interface and everything is much better
Okay.
and easier
Now,
and more robust.
okay, but you mean by robust? Will it be where it auto sets itself each time, or does it
Nope.
have your?
Nope. Hold on. I'll bring it up here.
You see what Evil Rick says? He says he's been putting a half an ounce of Staybill 360 in his tank every couple fill-ups. It's supposed to reduce the ethanol damage. He lives down in the south, so I guess they have ethanol fuel mainly down there or something.
Yeah, he's got that Honda Gullwing trike,
Right, yeah, he's got Goldwing trike. It's not. It's yeah. As long as you put zinc in your oil and you have a detergent in your gasoline, I think you'll be fine.
Okay, so with the new software, with the new throttle tuner, you have settings of 1 through 9 in each of these settings. So you'll have a comfort setting, a sports setting, a race setting, an auto setting, so it auto adjusts your throttle sensitivity, an economy setting, off, an anti-slip, and a valet. Valet is interesting. So if you put it in valet mode and you turn the bike off and you walk away, it remembers that setting. The valet mode will not allow anybody to ride that bike, wide open throttle or do any spirited riding. It'd be kind of fun to sit there, go to a dealership with that and set the valet mode and says, hey, my bike's running funny. Can you take it for a ride?
Yeah, I got the.
I get into
mode.
fifth
So
gear
what
and just
price
have
point
no
are we looking
power.
at?
Can't get over 40 miles an hour. What's going on?
Right. I bet not one of them would figure it out.
And the new throttle tuner is actually cheaper than the Turry Fast throttle tuner.
Okay, so what price range were you looking at now?
I think the preliminary was like $380 or $350. It was like $150 cheaper than the Turry Fast throttle tuner.
Okay.
Which was almost $500.
Now, is he going to be out at Sturgis?
Nope.
Okay.
Now, between you and I, Dark, don't tell anybody. I am a dealer for the new Turry fast throttle tuner. So if you want one,
All right, I'll just come up to you then.
yeah,
I'll just come up.
or
I'll
anybody
come up
else.
and visit you.
You know, that's when I had the owner on one of my lives. You know, that was something we talked about, and he's sending me one for me to use, and then I'm told him I want to order 3, so I have them in stock to sell out, and hopefully I'll have them before West Virginia, because I'm going to let Tweedledee test one out in West Virginia.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna be there. I'll see you there. Me and
Yeah.
J-Man.
Yep.
Oh,
So
along with
if
Evil.
you're there,
Future.
if you're
What
Talking
is
there,
about
StarTron?
StarTron.
I've never heard
Yeah.
of StarTron. Is that another type of stay bill or something?
yes.
Okay. Because Hellfire Steve was asking about it. You
I've
obviously
used it.
heard of it.
See, I have a
Frogzilla.
problem with my throttle tuner. I have it set to fast 9, so the sensitivity is like more sensitive than a cable. It's like me
Gotcha.
just grabbing the throttle butterflies and opening myself.
I don't have a single issue with the throttle
Sensitivity?
on mine. That's everybody says that throttle by wire is iffy and here and there, and I'm like, mine's
There is a
fucking
little
twist the
lag.
throttle and go.
Actually, there's quite a bit of lag to it. If you actually pay attention for it, you'll find it. But if you're
Well,
happy the way it is, then you're happy
we'll
the
have
way
to
it
see
is.
here in West Virginia, there, Doc.
Yeah, I'm
Like I
gonna
said,
tell
I
you.
twist the throttle and it fucking goes, man. That's all I can tell you.
Yep.
There is a
Baseball
lag.
will be at West Virginia in the Hootenanny. It will be making an appearance, and
Mostly with the boat.
it
Okay.
will be making the rounds and doing the rides and having a good time out there.
Yeah, I'll be coming over Friday morning. So
We're getting in Thursday afternoon.
okay. So yeah, I'll be getting over there Friday morning, the mid or early hours.
It'd probably be early hours Friday morning for me because, as far as I know, me and Evil Rick we're going to leave Thursday night, right?
Awesome. I can't
Is
wait
Bedlam
to meet you, Jammin, and Evil Rick and Dark Souls for the first time. You know, shake your hand, meet you, kind of, not like this.
Yeah.
Be a good time, I think, man.
Absolutely. Now I'm gonna quote a very wise man. The first time I met him face to face, and I'm not going to say Professional Monkey's name out loud, but I'm going to quote this person saying,
Thursday
"It's funny
morning.
how the first time you see somebody, you already know who they are."
Right.
Yeah.
I know you. I've seen everything you've been.
I seen you on the old interwebs,
Right.
don't you know? That was for you, Shadow.
Hey, are you on tonight? Are you doing live tonight?
Oh, you betcha.
You betcha. Okay.
Actually, I have Mike from the Hootenanny.
Oh, okay.
The Hootenanny. He's my
Okay.
special guest tonight. We're going to talk all about the Hootenanny. This is the second year
Great.
they're doing it, so we're definitely going to be talking all about the beginnings of it, how it got started, to what everybody should expect this year. What kind of vendors will be there? What food trucks will be there, if any? You know, talk about the ride, doing the Hellbender, things like that. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Right on.
I'm looking to meet up with everyone and meet everyone. You know. And
Absolutely.
did
And there's going to be some shenanigans. There will be some shenanigans, harmful shenanigans, but there will be some shenanigans.
okay. I'm looking forward to it. Just don't bash on us old people, okay?
Hey, I support stop elder abuse. You know, my good friend Dan, DDK,
So, all right,
back him up. Stop elder abuse.
Hey, while you're here, Doctor, I want to thank you very much for your service and all you've done for the country, man.
Oh, thank
Right
you.
on, man. Yeah.
It was a great, fun job.
yes, thank you.
You know, I got to fly helicopters all over the world, basically. And it
That
was
would
Wow.
be cool.
now I wasn't a pilot; I was a flight engineer, but I was flying on my helicopter all over the U.S. and the Middle East and Europe, and what a great time!
Hell yeah. Well,
I saw parts of the world
Yes.
that people only read about or didn't even know existed. You know,
So yes, for all our servicemen and women that actually are in the chat room and everything, thank you for your service, uh, for everything y'all done, and to give us the lifestyle we have, and appreciate it. Thank you.
the
Yeah,
I
opportunity
second
to
that.
be goofballs.
Memorial Day is about the veterans who have passed,
Yep.
paid the ultimate
Yeah.
sacrifice. Because nothing, all veterans have their own day, and that's in November. That's
Yeah.
Veterans Day. Memorial Day is
Yeah.
all about those who have passed, paid the ultimate sacrifice. Um,
You
I
can't
don't know
say
if
you didn't
my
sacrifice.
Facebook
Bud.
post. There's a couple of flights, Chinook flights in there that I quoted, um, that are very near and dear to me, and about 5 people who I served with who passed that are very near and dear to me. And I can't forget any one of them, and I refuse to.
Yeah.
Without them, we wouldn't be here. So thank you
Yeah.
to them too.
Yeah,
Yeah. I hope we have some more because we might have to do a little bit of fighting here pretty soon, as it is. The way it looked. Never know.
we'll see what
I'm
happens
I'm
in
ready
November.
myself, but they were saying the baby boomers want to jump up and take care of it. Well, or not the baby boomers, Generation X. And I know a bunch of baby boomers, which that's me too. I'm right on the last year of generation or baby boomers, so last couple of years. And we're all ready, man. We don't care anymore. If this place breaks off, there's going to be lead flying, Jack. That's all I can say.
Yep.
You gotta look at. They said that every third generation forgets, and this is the third generation now. They don't remember.
Mm,
Well, I
right.
try and
They don't
remember.
remember. Yeah.
I try and remember as much history as I can. I'm a big
Yep.
history buff,
I
and
love history myself.
I was in high school. I used to sleep during history class, and my wife is a history buff, so therefore I became one by default.
Yeah.
Learned so much
Yeah.
more traveling and digging into the history and seeing different things and going different places. Like the best worst decision I ever made in my life was I visited Auschwitz, and I learned more about concentration camps and how
Yeah.
they were treated and how they were separated and who was chosen right off the train to go where.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
heart wrenching. Like I said, it was the best worst decision I ever made.
Yeah.
It-
You know, they say just going there, it makes you feel
affected
bad.
me. You can't go there and not be affected one way or another.
Right.
Just humanity at its ugliest and not be
It's,
affected. If you're
yeah.
not affected, then you're a Jeffy Dahmer.
Yeah, that's there. They got that one there in Washington D.C. Showing the way the Jews were treated, or the Nazi camp and stuff, everything,
Well,
and just some of the pictures and stuff.
Well,
It's
here's the
just
funny thing. Auschwitz is broken up into different camps. I mean, camp, I'm going to mispronounce it, Birkenau was for the Jewish work camp, male and female. Then you had a
Mhm.
camp for the cadre, which were the Nazis. Then there was a camp for prisoners of war, which were coalition Russians, Polish, Gypsies, and all of them. And they were all treated differently. Each camp was treated differently. And parts of Birkenau, depending on what work you did, you got different treatment. Like if you worked at the ovens, you had preferential treatment. You had extra rations, you had extra
I
clothing.
go,
So it was really something to see and learn and experience back into the late 80s when I was there.
Mhm.
I've watched a lot of the films, and let me tell you, the way they lined them up and just blasted them like nothing and stuff like that. Oh man, it was heartless and I don't, you know, you can't treat anybody like that.
Like I
I
said,
don't know how they could
humanity
do it.
at its ugliest.
It's definitely right. Yeah.
You know, the human race is an ugly race. It really is. We try
Yeah.
to destroy each
Yeah.
other instead of help each other.
Right. And maybe we'd have a better world if we helped each other and we didn't try to kill each other. You know what I mean? But they don't
Pretty
think
much.
that way.
Well,
War
pretty
makes
much Doc
money.
hit it on the head
And as
there.
long as war's making money, they're not going to change.
No, they're not.
Yep.
That's an easy way to make a lot of money.
Look how rich
And
Putin got.
Well, did you hear that someone in a certain country that's in a war right now just bought a brand new Rolls Royce?
yeah, I did hear that.
That's
And
crazy.
a couple of big old nice boats too, like giant yachts, is what I heard.
Yeah.
And then, you know, someone else that well, how can I say it? Is in a supreme point in our in our lives, and not Trump. I don't know if I should say that, but whoops. The other person. That
Yeah.
dude's getting paybacks like you would not believe, man. Paybacks like from
Let's go,
China, from
Brandon.
everywhere.
Hey, I've got a question off the wall. Do you really think there'll be any debating going on?
No.
Hell no.
I'll
He's
just question
not
it.
competent enough. He's not competent enough to stand trial. So how could he be competent enough to handle a debate?
Right. Yeah, for them to
The
say
only
that
reason
he wasn't competent enough to bust him, good Lord, I don't care if I was 90 and I couldn't walk or whatever. They'd take my ass to the prison. You know what I
but,
mean?
all right, we're getting to the politics side of things and everything. The real reason why he's still where he's at and he hadn't been taken out because they don't want Kamala Harris in.
Oh,
And if you take both of them out, and then who's the head of Treasury? That's next in line.
I thought the Speaker of the House was next.
We don't want Pamela.
Yeah, sorry. Speaker of House is next,
Yeah, Speaker of the House.
and in the Treasury. Yeah. So, it's gonna get freaking pretty nasty here in the next few months. Right now, I don't want to worry about it, stress over it and everything.
Right.
I'm gonna enjoy what life I have. It's too damn short.
It's motorcycle
Live it
season.
to the fullest.
You got yours running, and I got a new one, so we're gonna have some fun.
Or as I always say, live the best life you can, because I try to.
Yep.
Well, never worry about things you can't change. It's not going to do you any good to worry about it.
Nope.
Exactly. And
But
so,
every 4 years, we could voice our opinion.
Right. Yeah. As long as you can, and tell everybody that, you know, this is my opinion, and if you don't like it, you don't have to be here. Because if you don't like me, you can bite me.
Right?
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Hit the boat, Jack. You know.
Yeah. Hey,
You can
everybody that's in the chat, hit the like button, will
Good
you?
rock,
Please.
Yeah.
Uh,
So that's just their thing. Oh shoot! I gotta get my butt moving.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Has it been
You've
longer
been
than
sitting
half
at a
an hour
red
yet?
light for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
No.
it's like 8 minutes over.
It's like
Uh-oh.
Jan is
No.
sitting at a stop sign waiting for it to change to green.
Yeah, wait for it to change.
You just said that stop sign. That's a good one.
James sits there, smokes a bowl, then he goes for a ride, goes to the stop sign, and sits there and waits for it to change to green.
Right. Hey, I've
I
been
got a
behind that
question.
person
I got-
before.
I got a question for Rob.
What?
Some of the states had adopted the and I don't know if ABA's still working on it in the rest of the states, but here in Pennsylvania, if you're setting a light for a light to turn and it don't allow you, it don't ever change, it just stays there, you're allowed to run it. Has any other states joined in that ordeal? As long as you have a clear, nothing's coming and stuff like that.
California's not that way. You know what they say? If you're at the stop sign, you got to hang a right and go on down to the next turnaround and go back, which is crazy. I run them all the time. They never set off on my bike. I don't know why.
Exact same thing. You turn right and go down, but if you don't see anybody, does anybody see you?
And Yeah, I don't even care anymore if I see them or
here.
Ride your ride.
not. People
But
are
yeah,
getting
Well, guys,
reckless out
I
here.
got to hop off, and I got to get my load loaded and everything. My time is up.
hey,
To
Dark,
everybody in the
thank you.
chat room, thank y'all. Doc, thank you for hopping on and answering some questions and stuff and putting your opinions and concepts into things. Y'all take care. Everybody, keep your wheels
Later,
down.
Dark.
Enjoy life.
Have a good one.
Take care.
That's you, Dark.
Later,
Stay
Dark.
safe, brother.
All right.
All right. See you, man.
Out there on that highway, man, it's dangerous, especially in a gas truck. Oh boy, I wouldn't want that job. I don't care how much they pay me. Not these days. Maybe back at 20 years, 10 years ago. Well, out here in California, it's might be different than you guys. We have the worst drivers anywhere that I know of, and
Well,
they're constantly.
you've got to make money somehow. And driving a truck of gasoline around is the way you do it. That's the way you do it.
Well, yeah, I mean it's doable, but yeah, you just
Uh,
hope that it never happens. Someone hits you or something. That's all.
but yeah, back to what we were saying. You have to turn right, to the left hand. Minnesota just passed. Rob was video was pretty interesting. They passed a law to lane filter there. Rob,
Yes, they did.
you want to
Mm.
tell us about it?
Well, let's see. It takes effect of July 1st of next year. Um, I think this state is full of shit myself. Um, just because this is passed, I'll read the wording here in a minute. But because this bill just passed, a lot of people in cages are saying they're going to hit the bikers once this takes effect. Which, yeah, in my opinion, yeah, we're going to keep you safe, but your penalty? Fuck you. That's what they're saying. It's a misdemeanor if they do anything to us. So, motorcycles may, with the consent of both drivers, be operated on not more than two abreast in a single traffic lane if the vehicles fit safely within the design space of the lane. Except under conditions of specified in paragraph G, no person may operate a motorcycle between lanes of moving or stationary vehicles headed in the same direction of travel, abreast or moving or stationary vehicles within the same traffic lane, or to overtake or pass another vehicle within the same traffic lane. A person may operate a motorcycle and overtake and pass another vehicle in the same direction of travel and within the same traffic lane of the motorcycle operated, and not more than 25 miles an hour and not more than 15 miles per hour over the speed of traffic in the relevant traffic lanes. That's just the start of it. The last part is just technical shit that we already know anyway.
So 15 miles over the speed of traffic. So traffic here flows at 80. So that means I'm basically allowed to go up to 95.
Yeah,
Right.
no, I was just sitting here thinking the same thing, Doc. That's crazy.
We
Well,
do that
I'm not
anyway, but
saying this is more for coming up to a stoplight. So I'm not think they're saying 15 miles over speed of traffic in general because that would be splitting. No, we're filtering. We are stoplights and stuff. You get to maneuver your way up to the front. If the traffic is going at a crawl, you can only go 15 miles more than that.
Well, don't most clubs don't they do their own kind of lane filtering with road captains and shit?
Yes, but
Mhm.
now next year that's going to be legal. A lot of clubs and riders are happy this passed. I'm sitting there going, yeah, I'm people are going to get killed. And it goes on to
Guaranteed.
say that motor vehicles, including motorcycles, are entitled to the full use of traffic lane, and no motor vehicle may be driven or operated in a manner as to deprive a motorcycle of the full use of a traffic lane.
Well, Steve
That's
got
what they do out here. They cut you
25
off, man.
per hour, and it's for stalled traffic. That isn't traffic jams always stalled traffic.
Right.
Yeah, and everybody hates when the bikers go around it and just keep going, and they start pulling in there into the lanes where you can't split them and all kinds of stuff, man. It pisses
See, I just
everybody
go
off.
right to the breakdown lane, left or right shoulder. I don't care. I just go.
Right.
Right.
Just go down the emergency lane if not now. No.
Well, we've got 75 through town here. You don't have a breakdown lane. It's your wall to the shoulder is maybe 2 feet.
Wow.
So yeah, you don't have a breakdown lane through town on 75, but you do farther out of town. But you know what I mean. Right through town, you don't have a breakdown lane. You break down, you fuck traffic up.
So basically, they're just saying, for a penalty for a cage, they're telling the cagers, if you see a motorcycle filtering, you have to let them do it. And if you don't, and you cause an accident, whatever, it's a misdemeanor, which they can put up to a felony. I think it should start out as a felony right away.
Well, I guess it would all depend on if the accident you caused killed somebody or not, if it's going to be a felony or not.
Not at 15 miles an hour.
Hey, you can die at 5 miles an hour, dude.
Yeah, man. Crack your skull or something.
Yep.
So yes, it's filtering, not
Splitting.
not splitting.
Well,
I think splitting
they
is
do
so
out there in
friggin'
California on the
dangerous out
highway,
here.
right?
I don't do it. I don't do it.
And they made sure when this passed that there was no change to our helmet law.
So you can still not wear one.
Our helmet law stays the same. If you have a license, you don't have to wear one if you don't want to.
Well, our state, we have to wear them now, where we didn't have 2 years ago. But I just learned the other day that these Indians with the turbans, they don't have to wear them. They wear the turbans and they're riding their bikes, man. I seen one the other day and I was like,
that's because if they put a helmet on, it's religious persecution, which is against the Constitution.
Right. That's a religious thing. I'm going to get me a turban to wear. And I'll just, hello, hey, yes, come again.
Well, see, I'm like Steve. I hit traffic and I know my turn lane's coming up, so I can avoid most of it, go around it. I'll hit that shoulder and go right down the side and do my.
I don't like to ride on the shoulder because there's too much shit over there, man.
Well, that's where you at. That's where the shit is.
Too much gravel and shit.
Well, guys, I'm gonna hop off. Thanks for having me
Doc.
on. I appreciate it.
Hey, good to have you.
We appreciate you coming on and helping us out, bro.
I do got to get ready for my live tonight, which means hair and makeup, and I gotta get all my
hair and makeup
in line.
Look at that,
don't forget the eyeliner.
We'll catch you in about 45 minutes or half an hour or something like that.
About 40 minutes.
About 45
42 minutes to be exact.
Cool.
So,
all right, man. Thanks again for coming on.
Yeah, peace out, everybody. See you later.
See ya.
Later.
That was nice of him to come on, man, and help us out a little bit with the additives part of the program.
Right. I like additives, but it ain't that kind.
They told me I was falling asleep, so I got to smoke before I fall asleep.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, we now have lane filtering.
That's crazy, man. I can't do it because I'm afraid that motherfucker's gonna open his door on me or some shit.
We've already got driver cages here saying that they're gonna hit that motorcycle once they see them doing it.
Exactly.
And I'm in I ride a bagger, so I can't do it. I'll hit shit.
That's the way I look at it. It's so close already. If you have just a bike without the bags, you can do it, but it's really bad when you got a bike that's as wide as mine, and yours is probably about as wide too.
Yeah.
And these people out here, like I was saying, they will get pissed off because you're jamming between them and stuff, and they'll pull in there tight, man, and cut you off, and you'll just
Yep.
end up stuck right there, pissed off, wanting to kick somebody's door or something.
Yeah, and then they ain't gonna let you back in once you start going either.
You're right. They keep up. The truckers do that too. I hate to say, but
Yeah,
I've had
like
them do it too.
Frogzilla says, out there in the shoulder, there's too many holes too.
Yeah, right. I don't like riding the
I
shoulder, man.
I see a
I
lot
hit
of
a
things
chunk of
going wrong with this.
concrete one time, and they were working on the road, and they left a piece of concrete just over the white line, and I guess I come over that line a little bit, and it shot me up in the air like 10, 15 feet, man. And I don't know how I saved the bike, but it was pitch dark at night, and just I didn't even see what I hit. I flew up in the air and I landed that sucker, man. Must have been all the dirt biking, but didn't kill me, thank God.
I had a buddy of mine go down at like 62 miles an hour, I think he said,
Whoa.
and he's got the video where he hit a fucking rock in the middle of the road, fucking went down.
From
62
a
miles an
mountain.
hour, he said, yeah.
Holy crap.
But they race around them corners, fucking, the
Same
speed
thing
limit
with
20
deer.
miles an hour, they're taking it at 60. So yeah.
Right. Well, I know that one because I ride with them dang crotch rocket riders sometimes. I got
Exactly.
a couple buddies. Yeah, and they just haul the hell ass, man. To stay up, you got to haul ass. It's kind of dangerous on a big old fat hog.
Right?
But
You
I've
just
got
drag
used to it.
floorboards a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out if it was going to hit the floorboards or the pegs first.
Shit.
Everybody was right behind me watching, and they were saying, "Hey, you're doing." I
Oh.
didn't see nothing come close, so I had it jacked up all the way. Though.
I'm stern. Sorry, Steve. A-holes.
Hey, holes, not holes.
I've already scraped the floorboards on my bike. Turned a little too
I
sharp.
hit a
I
few
scraped
holes
it. And I'm
every
like,
once in a while.
damn.
I got it now, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
Said holes, not holes.
I think.
I reached out to Stubbs.
Uh-huh.
Stubbs, if you're watching, please reach out back. Yeah, he didn't answer the phone, so
Oh crap!
I don't know what to tell you. I haven't talked to Stubbs in a month.
In a month, damn.
He doesn't say much. He just
Yeah, I
gives you
know.
a few words.
I
and
hear
that's
that. I hear he doesn't say much.
Yeah,
But
I hear that too. I see that.
it,
I see he ain't been saying much at all.
No.
Well, I hope everything's good with him.
yeah,
That's all.
I hope he's doing all right, man. Him
Yeah.
and her.
Yeah. I seen his pictures he put out. Really nice looking family, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully everything works out.
Yeah. I'm sure it will. Just gotta have faith.
Yeah. And he's in the best state for that. Well, one of them.
This past
you
weekend,
talk.
did anybody do anything special?
Yes, I did. I had barbecue. I had money spending at the at the casino. Jesus, I lost my ass this time, but that's okay. I had fun. We had a great dinner,
Really?
and even though that I just had to have salad, it was still good. I didn't mind it. They had some good chicken breast that was grilled. Oh my God, it was just tasty. The salad itself sucked. It was made out of some kind of weird greenery. I don't even know what that was, man. That was that lettuce that iceberg. No, it's not even iceberg. It was some kind of funky stuff. It's supposed to be good for you. It was a California special, is what it was. And I think I got special all right. It was $15 for a salad.
Well, Camille and I went out Friday and celebrated her birthday, which is this coming Friday, at a little hole in the wall steakhouse, Lindy's Steakhouse out here. Really nice steak, a pound of steak, and the salads and the mushrooms we get come to about $100.
Ain't too bad.
Yeah.
for two people. That ain't bad.
Yeah.
For that place, it's awesome. And then Sunday, my A-Bait chapter, the Metro chapter, had what's called Metro Memorial. Stupid ass fucker should have moved it a week before because not a lot of people showed. We tried telling them this, but they're like people in Florida and Utah. They don't listen, But I counted over 50 bikes. We had one whole row parked, and then I hear this rumble, and I'm counting them 5, 6. Hey, we got 12 bikes. Where are we parking these suckers? Because we ain't got room for them. We had to double line them.
Right.
And then they're saying, well, we're going to do a card show with the bikes next year. I'm like, we need to move venues because we ain't got the space to do it. And they
How
keep telling
big
me
is
they
the
do, and
venue?
I'm like, no, we don't have the space, you guys.
Hey, Rob, you're with the American Legion, right?
Yes.
I watched this dude. Remember that guy from Arnold Schwarzenegger movie that was that guy that was what was his name? Patrick Patrick.
Okay.
Well, he's with the Booze Fighters, and he rides with those guys, and they're over there where
Terminator.
Jamin's at right now. They're in Ohio.
Ohio Bike Week.
Okay.
Yeah. And they were telling people, come on out, get some autographs, bullshit, whatever. They're trying to explain they're going to go to, what was that Roaring Thunder? They're
Rolling
going to that.
Thunder?
Yeah, Rolling Thunder. They're going to go
Yeah.
to that, which is going to be in DC or something.
I think it's in
Yeah.
Washington. Yeah.
Yeah, Washington. Yeah. But he's a pretty cool dude, man. He's getting old, but he's riding with a bike club, man. I can't even believe it.
Yeah. Ohio Bike Week's going on this year. I'm skipping it to go to the Hootenanny.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking, I just heard the lineup, man. Jackal's going to be there Thursday. Ace Frehley's going to be there Friday. Brett Michaels is going to be there Saturday. Fucking big old
Brett's
hairline.
pretty cool.
Jeez.
I was on his site for a while, and he would get on there and talk to you, man. He's an all right guy. If it was him, I guess, but seemed like it. That old Brett Michael, man, he's a good dude, man. He's got diabetes and a few things wrong with him too that he has to keep an eye on.
He's a type 1 diabetes.
Yeah, so he's type 1, yeah.
And was it a few years ago when he was up here in Walker, Minnesota, up north, doing a show at one of the big things up there, he donated something like $2,500 to the Legacy Scholarship Fund for the Legion Riders, for raising money for those kids of fallen soldiers since 9/11 to help them go to college.
That was cool. Hell yeah.
So he did donate to us for that, and it's very much appreciated.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
the turn.
My weekend was Harley Davidson Field, and
Yeah, I seen that.
and anniversary was Sunday, so we spent the day together. It was all right.
Well, that's cool, man. I seen that bike show. That looked like pretty good fun there, man. Bunch of bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I
That's
tried
right there in
to
Ohio.
I tried to D you up, Jamin, with my Met Memorial video on the Biker Roadhouse. I think you got me beat. When I said I had to go, one of my the treasurer called my name, called me, wanted me to do something. So I was like, oh shit, I gotta go. So
Hey, well, you guys have a lot of fun too, don't you? With American Legion.
Thanks, Rob.
Yep.
Heck
We
yeah.
do.
Yeah, it's been this was 17, so
Come Saturday, we're going. The wife and I are heading out to a party by an MC.
party.
Okay,
That's
well,
where I was Saturday night. Was a party from an MC. Go ahead.
I'm going to on Saturday, and they said they have non-alcoholic beer for me. So
Oh, really?
Yep.
I went to an MC over here that they wanted me to come on over and visit and this and that and party. And all I seen was a wall of whiskey, man. I was like, oh boy, and bongs everywhere. I was like, this is my place.
Whiskey and bongs, huh?
There was bongs everywhere, man. And it was, I mean, it was just full of whiskey. And I was like, man, home. This is like home. Nah. But anyway, it was pretty good.
That's cool.
There's a few of them out here that are really, they wanted me to join them up. And I'm just not. I've told them already, no, I'm not. But I will come and I'll hang out at your place and spend money.
Yeah. You
to
got to stay
support you.
unaffiliated, man, to be on.
I know. I'm done with that club stuff years ago. I didn't even have to get in the club to know it wasn't for me, man. I
Right.
can't take
Oh.
orders. I cannot. I just can't. So I'd have my own club beating the hell out of me or something.
That's one of the
You know what I
reasons
mean?
why you didn't go in the military, right? You can't take
That's
orders.
another reason. Yeah, the military didn't want me.
Hey, Randy.
He had a bad attitude.
Randy,
Yeah.
at my Met Memorial, one of my ABATE members, I can't remember which chapter he was in, asked me about what was going on in California with Fresno. I said,
Oh,
I
God,
don't
dude.
know. I know they got raided. I
That's
got a
my-
buddy I talked to, but I don't know anything, and he stays clear of it.
I forgot, but I know the whole story.
That's
I
a good
forgot
answer,
about it.
Randy. That's a
I
good
forgot,
answer.
dang it. But these guys is where I hang out, dude. And I could not believe that I won't say a whole lot about it, but the president done some no-nos. And
Yeah.
That's
Not
enough said
good.
about it right there.
yeah, that's probably enough said. But that's my place, man. I hang out over there and for years. And it's right here in the next town over, really.
Right.
A few miles away, and I just couldn't believe it. I was like, "Oh my God, that was the stupidest bust
Hey,
that I've
that might
ever
be
heard."
a topic. That might be a topic for a Friday show on the Biker Roadhouse. Just saying.
What, Fresno?
Yeah.
Fresno
I
says
could-
no.
I could fill in a little bit on them. I know what happened and everything.
Well,
Um,
we'll have
Well,
to
we
I
don't
don't
wanna
think
do it
they'd
here.
get too mad.
Rob,
Huh?
we don't want to do it here.
we'll have to work it out, Randy.
Yeah, I don't give out any names, but I probably could tell you some stuff.
Well,
I know the
work-
guys, and they probably wouldn't kill me.
I wouldn't count on that, so I don't want to know about
man.
it.
The HA's out here, Will. So whoops.
we'll work it out, Randy. We'll work it out.
Yeah.
All right.
Guys, it's been great, man. It's been an hour and some odd minutes here now.
Wow, that flew by.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
did.
does. It does. And that's why I don't understand why Stubbs wants to keep it at a half an hour, 45 minutes.
Well, when we're talking and we've got the topic rolling like we did today, it's going to fly by fast. If we're like 15, 20 minutes and then we're trying to come up with stuff, that I can see why he wants to cut it early.
Yeah, if you're sitting here trying to figure out something to talk about, that's going to make it a little bit longer. It's going to seem like it dragged on. But you
And-
guys know me; I can talk. So if nothing else, I'll
Yeah, we
gather
know-
Yeah,
20
we know you
minutes
can
before-
talk. You're just as bad as a,
We
you're
all
just as
can
bad
talk.
as a
Hey,
woman.
huh?
Yeah, Gloria says it's nice having you back, Randy.
Hey, thanks, Gloria.
I
It
think
feels
I'm
good
gonna
to be back.
try Amsoil 1040 in the bike. Switch from multi.
I would.
50.
That is
I
some
would
great oil
suggest
for
that.
hot weather.
I would suggest that, Rob, but I personally am. I'm gonna try for as long as the fucking warranty is on this fucking Harley. Keep putting Harley Davidson shit in it because if it fucks up, it's gonna be because of them,
Right.
not
Right.
me.
Not you. Right.
So
You're better off that way because that's a lot of money you got there.
I got a lot of money sitting down in that fucking garage. Exactly.
Yeah.
They're gonna fucking take care of it.
With the cat sleeping on it. No.
No, absolutely not. I keep that motherfucking
No.
cat out the garage, homie. Yeah.
I had to do the same. They pissed on my tailpipes and made one peel. I was pissed.
So
Don't
what
let them get
about-
pissed on your bike.
Yeah,
What
don't let
about-
them piss on your bike. Yeah. You gotta
2
keep it clean.
weeks.
Thank you, Shocker, very much for being here. We always
Yes,
love
Shocker.
So, yeah,
Good to hear from
thank
you.
you, Shock. So not this weekend because I've got that party to go to, but next weekend we're thinking of the wife and I are thinking of heading up to Three Lakes
Okay.
to visit her mom.
Okay. So that'd be the second week of June.
Yeah,
Probably. Yeah.
Northwoods of Wisconsin.
Yeah. That will be over to Hootenanny. I hope it's as good time as I think it's gonna be.
Is that Hootenanny? That's a bar?
No, it's get together,
Oh, just a
in the
bunch of
woods.
people. Oh,
Thank you, Dr. Harley. Don't you know?
Yeah, we're gonna watch Dr. Harley tonight. Everybody, make sure they watch Dr. Harley, and you'll get all you need to know about the Hootenanny.
Right.
I'll get something to eat and I'll try to put it on there.
All right.
It's terrible because I miss his show because I'm eating at that time. Like right now is dinner time.
Because you're eating at that time.
Yeah, man.
And
But
like
I will.
Like Doc Harley says, hit that like button, y'all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, here he is. He
Please
put it
do.
up there. Let me put it on the screen. There you go. Thanks, guys. Appreciate everybody. We'll see you later. Peace,
All right.
peace.
Peace out.
Let me see if I can end this now. Let me see if I can end this 7 seconds late for Dark
You're
Soul.
supposed to say all this after you end the live.